Stop scrolling. I know you feel like you've reached the end of your strength, and you're wondering why this specific message has found its way to your screen at this exact minute. This isn't a coincidence or a glitch in an algorithm. It is a direct intervention because the universe has heard the silent breaking of your heart. You've been carrying a weight that nobody else sees, putting on a brave face for a world that asks too much of you while giving too little back. You feel chosen for struggle, but I am here to tell you that you have been chosen for a breakthrough. The exhaustion you feel in your bones, that heavy fog in your mind that makes every decision feel like a mountain, and that tightening in your chest when you think about your bank account or your future, it all ends here. You are not losing your mind, and you are not failing at life. You are simply at the threshold of a divine shift. You know those nights where the house is silent, but your mind is screaming, where you replay every mistake you've ever made and worry about every shadow of a what-if that might happen tomorrow? You've been fighting a silent war with loneliness, feeling like you're surrounded by people but understood by no one. You look at others and feel like you're falling behind, like the clock is ticking and you're stuck in the mud of your own anxiety. The financial stress has become a physical ache, a constant calculation of survival that robs you of your joy. You've been asking for a sign, a hand to pull you out of the deep water, and you've been wondering if God has forgotten your name. But look at me. You are being seen right now. Every tear you've wiped away in secret, every time you've whispered, "I can't do this anymore," to an empty room, Krishna was there, catching those tears, hearing those whispers, and preparing a seat for you in the light. Think of Arjuna. Imagine him standing on the dust-choked plains of Kurukshetra, the greatest warrior of his time, suddenly paralyzed by a grief so profound his hands began to shake. His bow, the legendary Gandiva, slipped from his fingers because his heart was too heavy to hold it. He wasn't just afraid of a physical battle. He was terrified of the moral weight, the loss, and the uncertainty of what came next. He collapsed in his chariot, his mind a storm of doubt, much like your mind is right now. And what did Krishna do? He didn't yell, he didn't judge, and he didn't walk away. He sat with him. He became the Charioteer, the one who takes the reins when the warrior is too tired to drive. Your life is that battlefield. Your debts, your broken relationships, your health scares, and your career anxieties are the opposing army. You have dropped your bow, but Krishna is picking it up for you. He is telling you that you don't have to win this fight alone. In fact, the battle is already won the moment you hand the reins to him. Now, I want you to breathe, feel the air enter your lungs, and realize that this breath is a gift, a promise that your story isn't over. Let a wave of peace wash over your financial worries, because the provider of the entire universe is looking at your accounts and opening doors that no man can shut. We pray for your restoration. We pray for the healing of your mind, that the static of overthinking would be replaced by the melody of divine flute song. We claim a breakthrough in your household, where bitterness turns to honey and walls turn back into bridges. We demand that the spirit of fear leaves your heart this instant, replaced by a lion-like courage that comes from knowing the Supreme Soul has your back. Unexpected blessings are already in transit. They are navigating through the chaos to find your doorstep. Whether it is a phone call that changes your career, a sudden healing in your body, or a peace that surpasses all understanding, it is coming. Believe that the drought is over. Declare this with me right now, not just with your mind, but with your spirit. I will not fear today. My path is being cleared, my debts are being handled, and my soul is protected. Sometimes Krishna sends a message just days or even hours before the miracle manifests, and this is that message. You are being prepared for a version of your life that you haven't even dared to dream of yet. The pain was the pruning, not the end. The loneliness was the invitation to intimacy with the divine. You are being guided into a chapter of abundance where you won't just survive, but you will overflow with grace. The struggle of the past years is being converted into the wisdom of your future. As you move forward from this moment, Carry the holy vibration of the divine within you. Don't let a single second pass in anxiety when it could be spent in connection. Chant the name of Radha, the name of Krishna, the name of Ram. Let these sounds be your armor. Even if you only say it once, let that one time be a total surrender. Rama, Krishna, Govinda. Let the names roll off your tongue and dissolve the darkness in your room. There is no magic more powerful than the holy name to steady a shaking hand. You are not alone in this chapter. You are being carried. The charioteer is at the helm, and he is steering you toward a sunrise that will make you forget the long night you just endured. Go in peace, for you are deeply loved, fiercely protected, and personally chosen for greatness. Take a deep breath and let the vibration of this moment settle into the very marrow of your bones, because the transition you are feeling right now is the sound of chains breaking that you didn't even realize were holding you back. You have spent so many years trying to be the architect of your own rescue, trying to outrun the shadows of your past and outmaneuver the anxieties of your future. But today the charioteer has taken the reins, and you are finally allowed to simply be. The silence that follows a long storm is not an empty silence. It is a sacred space where the voice of Krishna finally becomes audible over the roar of your own overthinking. You have been so loud in your worrying, so frantic in your planning, that you couldn't hear the gentle whisper that has been saying, "I am here," since the very first day you felt lost. Look at the path behind you. Every time you thought you were going to collapse, every time you thought the financial weight would crush you or the loneliness would swallow you whole, you survived. You didn't just survive by luck. You were carried by a grace that does not require your permission to protect you. That same grace is intensifying now, wrapping around your shoulders like a warm cloak in a cold room, telling you that the season of being misunderstood and undervalued is reaching its natural end. You are being moved from the periphery of your own life into the center of a divine purpose that was written for you before the stars were even formed. The world tries to tell you that you are defined by your bank balance, your relationship status, or the mistakes of your younger self. But those are lies designed to keep you small and fearful. You are an eternal spark of the Supreme, a fragment of the infinite beauty that is Krishna. And there is no debt, no heartbreak, and no failure that can tarnish the gold of your soul. When you feel that sudden pang of inadequacy while scrolling through the curated lives of strangers, remember that they are fighting battles you know nothing about, and you are being guided on a custom-made journey that requires no comparison. Your timing is not behind, it is divine. The delays you have faced were not denials, they were redirections to save you from paths that would have broken you. Krishna is the master of the not yet, because he is preparing the greater than. If you had received everything you wanted a year ago, you wouldn't have the strength or the depth of character to hold the blessings that are coming for you now. The universe is not withholding from you, it is outfitting you for a kingdom. You are learning the language of surrender in the trenches, so that when you stand on the mountain, you will know exactly who put you there. Think of the water in a jar. When it is shaken, it is cloudy and turbulent. But when it sits still, the sediment drops to the bottom, and the water becomes crystal clear. Your mind has been shaken for so long that you've forgotten what clarity looks like. You've been trying to solve your problems while the water is still muddy. But I am asking you to sit in the stillness of this prayer and let the sediment of your stress settle. You don't need to figure out the next 10 years today. You only need to trust the next 10 inches of the path that Krishna is illuminating for you. He is the light that shines from within the darkness, the one who walked through the fire with the devotees of old, and who is walking through the modern fires of inflation, isolation, and mental health struggles with you right now. You are not a burden to the divine. You are his beloved. Every time you utter a prayer, it isn't hitting a ceiling. It is being caught in the palms of the one who holds the oceans. Feel the shift in the atmosphere of your room as you realize that you are being advocated for in realms you cannot see. Doors are being unlocked in offices you haven't entered yet. People are being moved to help you who don't even know your name yet. There is a specific kind of miracle that happens when a person reaches the end of their own strength and finally says, "Krishna, I can't, but you can." That is the moment the miraculous begins to override the mechanical. The laws of this world say that you need a certain amount of money to be secure, or a certain kind of person to be happy. But the laws of grace say that a single glance from the divine can turn a desert into an orchard overnight. We are speaking to the barren areas of your heart, those places where hope died a long time ago, and we are commanding them to bloom again. We pray for a supernatural peace to guard your sleep tonight, so that for the first time in months, you close your eyes without a list of worries running through your head. We claim a restoration of your family bonds, where the silence between loved ones is replaced by the frequency of forgiveness. We ask for a financial overflow that isn't just enough for your bills, but enough for your dreams and enough to be a blessing to others, because Krishna is not a god of scarcity. He is the Lord of infinite opulence. Let this be the hour where you stop identifying as a victim of your circumstances and start identifying as a ward of the Supreme. When the world asks, "How will you survive?" let your soul answer, "I am guided by the one who feeds the birds and clothes the lilies." This is not blind optimism. It is the highest form of intelligence, to trust the source over the symptoms. The symptoms of your life might look grim, the bills might be high, the house might be quiet, the body might be tired, but the source is inexhaustible. Sometimes Krishna allows us to reach a point where no human can help us, just so we can witness the majesty of his direct hand. He wants to show you that he is more real than the ground you stand on. This message is your invitation to step out of the cage of how and when, and step into the freedom of who. Who is with you? The one who defeated demons with a smile. Who is for you? The one who loves you more than you could ever love yourself. As we move deeper into this spiritual landing, feel your heart rate slow down. Feel the tension in your jaw and your shoulders melt away. You are safe. You are protected. You are being steered toward a harbor of profound joy. This transition you are in is not a crisis. It is an initiation. You are being stripped of the false versions of yourself so that the true, radiant, and powerful version of you can emerge. Do not be afraid of the shedding. It is necessary for the soaring. In these final moments of our shared time, I want to emphasize the power of the vibration you carry. Your words have the power to create worlds, and your chanting has the power to clear the air of 1,000 lifetimes of karma. Do not let the sacred names of Radha, Krishna, and Rama leave your consciousness. Whether you are driving, cooking, or lying in bed staring at the ceiling, let the name Krishna be the heartbeat of your mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Let it be a shield around your aura. Let it be the medicine for your anxiety. There is no problem too big for the holy name to shrink, and no heart too broken for it to mend. You are entering a phase of life where you will look back at this current struggle and realize it was the very thing that forced you to find the treasure within. You are going to be okay. Actually, you are going to be more than okay. You are going to be magnificent. The Charioteer is smiling at you. His hand is on your shoulder, and the road ahead is being paved with gold and grace. Every step you take from here on is a step toward home, a step toward abundance, and a step toward the realization that you have never been alone, even for a single second. You are chosen, you are cherished, and your miracle is already in motion.